for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
36 power.
Gun. 58's the money. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to let's keep moving.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Third and long, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. You can't block me.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Wrong. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Goff on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Looking for Woods that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
These two teams all tied after 1. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At that 18-yard line. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, alert. One left. Mike, 58 to Mike. Ready? Go, 40.
So that'll back him up 5.
Time to go, night. Go, guys, 4 down. Good job right there.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. Room here to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. At 560, trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Got it.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
14. Check. Slam. 14.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that's complete to Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escape, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Goff again. That's taken in by Henderson. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again is gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Barber on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On first down, it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule, but they're looking for a net.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
0-0. Go. 35.
Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
380. 58, come on. Here I come. One left. Kill. Showing up. Check.
Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th. Down after the scramble. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, and he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Hold on. Check. Hey, wahoo!
Now Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They run again with Carson. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll find Everett there complete. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Adams on the hook up. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get to... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. He's crashing. He's checking.
They run it with Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson flushed out right. Able to get this to Gordon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. There's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. There's Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Wilson being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 46 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Touch 50, touch 50.
It's a gain of 5.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Jump.
Bang out.
Bam.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Kill. Tighten up.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tiger. Did you say alpha? Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Touch 50. Hey, 0.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, 3-2 on the